Hey, what's up, fam? It's me, Matty D, A1 Solutions Group, here with a video today on the different credit scoring models and what that means for you, and really the truth to it all. Which if you watch it all the way through, I will definitely let you know because you need to understand this. This follows you for life. And if you can get this thing down, you'll be just one step ahead of, amongst the majority of people in this country. You know what I mean? Bada bing, boom. So. I'm gonna get into it. If you're any at one point, if this video brings value, please like it and subscribe to get more information. As we are not just your typical company that's here to restore your credit. We want to set you up, better off than you were before you came in. This way, you don't need us unless something happens. It's what we do. So, credit scoring models. In totality, there's pretty much you can Google this, and I put an article in the description below. There's 50 different scoring models in the world of credit. Probably wondering like, what and exactly? Credit is simple, at the same time can be a very complex issue, okay? Let's stick with the main ones that are more important. There's two main ones right now, Vantage and FICO. FICO's been around since 70s. Vantage is still relatively new. I think it's still under 5 to 10 years old, something like that. The Vantage scoring system came from the 3 credit bureaus to be competitive to FICO, and I'm telling you, if you're going off Vantage, it is not, I want to say not accurate, it's not giving you the best thing, because it is just like having a different currency. Like, hey, if you're going to go to Britain and you want to get the British pound, you have a certain amount of US dollars. Well, just because you have 1,000 US dollars doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the amount of the British pound in that exact amount. It fluctuates, it changes, right? Or better yet, you know how the entire world is in a whole different measuring system like we are? That's what it's like when you use Vantage. You're using Vantage, you're the United States with its own bubble of, I'm going to use my own metric system. Forget everybody else. Then when you go somewhere else, they're going to be like, nah, this is how it's measured. You're going to go, why is it longer or worse than what I thought? That's why you shouldn't use Credit Karma. Don't do it. So, let's talk about this now. Let's go a bit more into Vantage. Vantage, there's actually two different versions of it. There's Vantage 3 and Vantage 4, okay? Vantage 4, I do believe, they don't really give as much weight to medical collections or things or collections that get paid off. FICO has, there's FICO 8, FICO 9, and coming out this midsummer, FICO 10 and 10T, like its new iPhone. Here's the thing. You're probably wondering, like, okay, there's even scoring models. What does that mean for me? FICO, let's go back a little bit. FICO 8 came out in 2009. FICO 9 came out in 2014, and there's FICO 10, 10T. Here's the thing. So you're probably thinking, okay, every time a new update is released, why is there so many? I don't know. Well, these updates coming out, you would think that every lender upgrades to them. Well, guess what? Every time they release a new scoring model, these aren't free updates like in your phone. Every time if you have a smartphone, every time there's an update, it's free, right? Unfortunately for these companies, they're not free. They cost them money. So it's a different scoring model, which also may not fit their current risk model that they use to determine if you're a person that could be approved or declined for a loan or whatever the case may be. Okay. So the main thing is for them is the money. Is it worth spending money every 5 to 10 years to a new scoring model that may not work for you? So the other thing to you is that at the end of the day, it's like, how do you know which lender, let's start with lending, okay, or car dealership or apartment complex, how do you know which scoring model you're using? Are you using Vantage? Are they using Vantage 3.0 or 4.0? Or are they using FICO? Are they still on FICO 8, FICO 9? They're going to switch to FICO 10, 10, that comes out. Because there's some people, there are a lot of lenders right now, I don't know how many, there are a lot of lenders who are still using FICO 8, and that came out over 10 years ago. So do you know what's going on? And if you don't know that, end of the day is this. When it comes to your scoring models, you don't know which one they are, so you need to be prepared by having a good credit profile. The score doesn't mean anything at the end of the day, because a number is a number unless we give it a meaning or we give it power or meaning on something, okay? Because there are people who think, oh, I have a 650, whatever, I'm good to go. And it's like, no, it depends on what's on the actual file, because you have two people who have 650, with different profiles, one person get approved, one person will get denied. At the end of the day, I don't care if you're using Credit Karma, which I don't recommend, or anything else, you need to look at what's being on your report, okay? If one score amount doesn't give so much weight on collection items, but one does, you don't know who's doing what, it is best to have all that stuff deleted, not on your file at all, not a whole lot of debt, low utilization rate, good payment history, all that factors in. So if your credit is you're paying stuff on time, you're not using a whole lot of your credit card balances, you're not taking a lot of debt, you know, no collections, judgments, none of that stuff, no bankruptcies, you're fine. On the other hand, if you're watching the video and you're hoping that someone's using a different scoring model, you got repossessions and everything else, your score is still going to be low. It's not having the negative items on there. In the world of credit, the negative outweighs the positive. So the less negative stuff you have, the better off you're going to be score-wise. Okay, a lot of people don't understand it. I understand myself, but you learn that, and a lot of people don't realize it. So that's why they think, oh, I'm going to do Experian Boost, which helps you, but then like, why is my score not going up so much? It's because if that's the case, you have more negative stuff weighing you down than the positive stuff that can push you up. Bing. So with that being said, this video is done. Please like this video, subscribe if you got some value, and as more importantly, comment below your thoughts on what you think about this. All right, talk to you soon. See you soon. Give us a call if you're ready to get your credit straight and get A1. Peace.